The inadequate electricity supply and increasing cost of building materials continue to disrupt the operation of South Africa's construction industry. Contractors and other stakeholders in this sector have been lamenting over the situation amid the huge losses they incur during this period. Now, while construction projects are ongoing in some parts of the country, a significant number of jobs are also being lost between 2017 and 2022. Here's more details of that in this report.
Construction is a high-risk, low-margin industry. Proper planning and costing is essential, but even the best laid-out plans can be derailed.
As a result of COVID, a lot of the supply of furniture fitting equipment and a lot of the equipment coming out of China was delayed. 3 weeks or 4 weeks for a container, and the price would have been at $4,000 a container.
Global supply was disrupted again this year. The Russia-Ukraine conflict is not only causing shipping delays, it's also pushed oil prices to record highs.
The lead times to get the chairs that you're sitting on went from 3 to 4 weeks to between 6 and 9. The price of the container was going up to about $16,000, $17,000 a container. The original costs that you cater for initially when you start a project 3-4 years ago have considerably gone through the roof.
South Africa's electricity crisis has been an added strain.
We have 4 generators in the building just so that we can keep the power on with regards to backup generation. So keeping the heat pumps going, keeping the elevators going. It's a lot. It's around about 2,000 litres of petrol. We eat that up in every 2 weeks. It's a considerable cost that is incurred by the business. The crisis that Eskom is creating with load shedding.
Contractors are suffering huge financial losses, especially on projects that were commissioned some time ago. With rising costs, it's become increasingly difficult for construction companies to manage their spend. In some cases, some projects are almost double the cost by the time of completion. Between 2017 and 2020, 118,000 jobs were lost in the construction industry.
The only time we had a positive growth in the sector on an annual basis in real terms was actually in 2016 when we recorded a growth of 1.4%. Since then, the sector has been on a decline. 2021, we also had a decline of about 2.2%. This is a sector which relies on raw material from the manufacturing sector. And then the manufacturing sector itself is also being hit in terms of the energy fuel cost.
Plenty of construction is still on the go across Johannesburg, mostly feeding the demand for shopping and housing, making this an increasingly expensive city to live in.